Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the something day. I think it's the 18th. Yes, it's the 18th, 2025. And we're going to be talking about TNA's Impact, and we're going to put a little bit on the Unbreakable because, ladies and gentlemen, we found out who is the first ever international champion. So we're going to put our list over here. And we've seen Chris Bay was there. I think Alicia Fox was there too. Why can I find it? Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it. This thing is going crazy. I was on 24, that's why. There we go. Unbreakable. I got confused there. What am I doing? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, first we're going to do the TNA Impact results, because all of that, let's try to do it like in order. So ladies and gentlemen, my eye is bugging me because it's dry as hell for some reason. I think it's because it's hot or I don't know. Something wrong with my eye. It's been tearing up a lot lately and it's hurting me sometimes. And now it's red because I've been trying to scratch it and stop making it itchy. But it's weird. I don't know, it's because of the weather. I don't know, it's because of my apartment. I don't know, but something's in my eye or something is just happening with my eye and it's getting really annoying. And it's hurting me because I won't stop scratching it. So on TNA Impact, we did not get a lot of segments. But they have been talking about Unbreakable, a lot of stuff. They talk about Rebellion. We had a Rebellion Ultimate X qualified match. There is one more spot at the Ultimate X. We don't know who it is, and they announced a Knockouts Tag Team match for the Tag Team titles. So, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, we got Laredo Kid will be versing Jason Hodge. And Mustafa Ali wasn't there because he's scared of Mike Santana. And John Skyler wasn't there too because he got tortured by Mike Santana last week. So it was all Jason Hodge here. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of the match was Laredo Kid because Jason Hodge was more focused on Mike Santana. He thinks Mike Santana will show up and attack him next. But he did it. Laredo Kid win the match. And then, ladies and gentlemen, then we have Xia Brookside versus NXT's Jasmine Nix. We heard about the Rebellion match. I guess it's not announced yet, but I think it is announced now. That Fatal Influence will be versing Xia Brookside, Li Yang Lee, and Rosemary at Final Rebellion. It was a pretty okay match, but the winner of that match was Xia Brookside because JC Jane tried to distract Xia Brookside while Yang attacked Paula Haley. But the referee was distracted because of JC Jane, and then out of nowhere, Rosemary came out and attacked JC Jane with a great miss. And Xia Brookside gets the win. We heard that Elijah will have an open challenge at Rebellion. He doesn't care which company or a legend or new guy, anyone that he will challenge. So we will find out who will be challenging Elijah, maybe at Rebellion or the last episode of TNA Impact before Rebellion, because ladies and gentlemen, Rebellion is next weekend. Unbreakable is this week, and next weekend is going to be Rebellion. Next, we got Casey versus Cody Deaner, and we heard that Cody Deaner's contract is up in May 1st. May 1st coming up very soon. And Satino says the bosses are... Cody Deaner tried to beg Santino to help him out. But Santino said the bosses only care about win and losses. And Cody Deaner haven't won a match since a year. So he told Cody Deaner that there's 2 spots left for the X Division Ultimate X match. And he says that I can put you in a qualified match against KC. If you win that match and you win the Ultimate X, you could have your contract still come back. So he had a match. Casey was offering him money to stay out of this match. Offer him $500 because Cody Deaner won't stop talking about his kids. He says he had 4 kids. He has a family. That's why he wants his contract to be re-signed because of his family. So Casey tried to give him $500 to get out. And of course, Cody Deaner says it's not his choice. It's not Casey's choice. It's the people's choice. And the people chose that Cody Deaner beat up KC. The winner of that match was KC and going to the Ultimate X. And he took the $500 still. And that means Cody Deaner lost again. This could be the last TNA Impact that we see Cody Deaner because May 1st is coming up. May 1st is coming up. I believe this is the second last week of April? Yeah, so the last TNA Impact will be on the 24th. Is he going to win on the 24th? I have no idea. Well, he wouldn't win that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's that. And now we got our next match will be NXT stars. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. Because Ash is not there, she's doing a vacation. George Iceman, the personnel crochet, has to try to continue the image. So he brought out Maggie Lee. He wants Maggie Lee to team up with Heather. So we got Heather and Maggie Lee versus Gigi Dolan and Tatum, and Heather kind of didn't want to tag sometimes. But the winner of that match was Gigi Dolan and Tatum, and they pinned the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. And you see in the backstage where the personal crochet talking about Ash is not going to be happy. She's going to hurt them and all that stuff. The Metaphor came out saying that we beat Danny Luna and Spitfire. Saying that they deserve the title shot because they beat the former tag team champions. Spitfire came out saying that they doesn't care about that because they have a rematch clause. And then Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley came to them as well and saying that we beaten the one half of the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, and she said they deserve a tag team title shot. So all 3 tag teams were bickering each other. Heather did not like it, and she's going nuts, she's going mental, and she finally accepted a 4-way match for the Knockouts Tag Team titles at Rebellion, and the personal crochet is not happy about that. Maggie Lee doesn't even know what the heck is happening. And everybody's happy. They walked away, and Heather did not understand what she did. The personal crocheter has to tell her, you accepted a match for the Knockouts Tag Team titles at Rebellion in a 4-way match without Ash's permission. So we will see that in Rebellion. Next, we got Danny Luna from Spitfire, one half of the Spitfire, versus one half of the Meta Girls, or Meta 4, Joraka Jackson. It was a pretty okay match, but the winner of that match was Danny Luna. And then we got Brian Myers versus Leon Slater. And remember, I believe Santino said all the system guys will have matches. And I guess everybody's banned from ringside, so Brian Myers was all by himself. No Alicia Edwards either. So Brian Myers won the match with the Systems ring. He got the win. It was a pretty decent match, but he got the win. Now let's talk about Unbreakable. I didn't see a lot of things about Unbreakable. We did get some guest stars. Like Chris Angels from Mind Freak was there. We got Chris Bay showing up. Alicia Fox. A whole bunch of people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got, to start off the show, we have the first qualified match. There's 2 qualified matches for the International Championship. Eric Young versus Zachary Wentz versus JDC. And the winner of that match was Eric Young. And then we got the second qualified match for the International Championship. I'm not a big fan of this title because it's blue. Maybe I could show you guys what it looks like. There's the title right there. It's blue. See, it's a blue title. I'm not a big fan of that title. It's a light blue. not a big fan. So it moves out an open challenge to anyone. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know this guy as Scripps, or what's his other name? Oh my gosh. Reggie. But because he's in indie wrestling, he's not part of WWE anymore. His name is Sidney Akeem. And he will be versing Moose. I guess he was doing a good job. The guy's a high flyer. He's a crazy man. The winner of that match was Moose. And then we have Mike Satana and the Hardy Boys. Matt and Jeff Hardy will be versing Mustafa Ali and the Nevitt brothers. Nick Nevitt and Ryan Nevitt. And the winner of that match was Mike Satana and the Hardys. And we heard that the Hardys invited Nick to the Hardy compound. So that's going to be interesting. And then we got Joe Hendry and Masha Slamovich will be versing Frankie Kazarian and Tessa Blanchard. Joe Hendry's one of his opponents for Rebellion, and Masha Slamovich's opponent for Rebellion will be champion versus challengers. And the winner of that match was the champions, Joe Hendry and Masha Slamovich. We had Sami Callihan versus Mance Warner in a barbed wire massacre. Everything was barbed wire. Even a Nintendo 64 controller was full of barbed wire. The winner of that match was Sami Callihan. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we got Steve Macklin versus AJ Francis and Eric Young in the finals of the tournament for the International Champion. Who will be the first ever champion? It's going to be Steve Macklin. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all our things to talk about for TNA, Impact, and their Unbreakable pay-per-view that happened last night. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw AEW Collusion. I didn't see it, but I saw little clips. The Death Riders was just trying to break everything, trying to destroy everybody because they're angry. But the biggest thing that's happening this weekend, and you guys didn't see the stage for WrestleMania, it was revealed. I think it looks pretty cool. Hope everybody else thinks it's pretty cool. I think they made a big stage. It's like watching WrestleMania 26. Remember they had that big tower-looking thing for WrestleMania 26? They kind of did that, but they made a hotel. A hotel building for it. So that's pretty cool to see. Oh, man, that was pretty cool. And we got WrestleMania coming up. And Stand and Deliver. Are we going to see a heel turn? Because why did Staggs wink on NXT? He winked. Maybe there's a boss in Dark States. I have no idea. But a lot of things happening on Stand and Deliver. We got the ladder match. We got the NXT title. The women's title. We got a whole bunch of things. We have the tag team titles. We got the North American title. Oh, man. It's a lot of things happening here on WrestleMania weekend. Everybody's going crazy about WrestleMania week. Even Evolve was talking about WrestleMania week. Oh, man. And now we're on WrestleMania SmackDown. Will we find out who will face Randy Orton at WrestleMania, or he will wait until WrestleMania? And ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal this year? I don't know who deserves it. Who actually deserves the opportunity for that trophy? I know you don't get anything, so it doesn't really matter who wins, I guess. Bronson Reed won it and he got injured, so that's what you get for the trophy. Winning the trophy. So, yeah, I don't know who is going to win this. It could be a Judgment Day member. Carlito. Dirty Dom. But Dirty Dom is in the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title, so he won't be in it. I don't think anyone that's in a match at WrestleMania will be part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But there has to be some people. Karrion Kross can win it. He does have a WrestleMania. Do something for Karrion Kross. I will put Karrion Kross in there and win the match. Who else could be in it? Braun Strowman, but he already won it. He doesn't need to win it twice. Anything could happen on SmackDown. We will find out. And Big E already made it a confirm that Rusev signed a WWE contract to WWE. He already confirmed it. He made that was on the W World. You guys can see that on there. And looks like they're making more action figures. They have a new Cody Rhodes action figure that you could pre-order yesterday for one of them, and there's one tonight for today as well. And even his dog has a toy, so that's pretty cool as well. And Brandy Rhodes, she doesn't even work for the WWE, and she got an action figure. Even Stephanie McMahon, she's the one that revealed WrestleMania. Well, she was part of it, revealing the WrestleMania stage, but she doesn't work for WWE, and she's doing all these things with WWE. So that's pretty cool that you don't have to work for WWE, and you can still be parts of the thing. Be part of the big, spectacular WrestleMania. You don't have to be a wrestler. You don't have to be a producer or a referee. You don't have to work there. You don't have to have a contract. Brandy Rhodes doesn't have a contract. She was at WrestleMania 40 for that entrance, and she got an action figure. That's pretty cool for her. And we've seen their dog a couple of times for entrance. And he does have a contract with WWE. And he gets a toy as well. He gets an action figure as well. That's pretty cool for him. I can't wait for WrestleMania. It's a big show. Big opportunities. Will we see new champions? Will we see a first ever World Heavyweight Champion? Will we see John Cena winning his 17th World Championship and beating Ric Flair's 16th? He's been having that 16 for years now. Can they finally end it? Finally get rid of Ric Flair's record and make John Cena have his own record? And will it, in the years coming, will somebody beat John Cena's record of being 17-time World Champion? We will find that out. But who would it be? I don't think it will be Jey Uso. I think he will have one reign. If he wins tonight, this week, if he wins this weekend, he's going to have one reign. I think he's going to have one reign. Randy Orton's close, but I don't think he's going to be wrestling for a lot of years. So, yeah, I don't know who's going to break that record from John Cena. I have no idea if he actually breaks the record of Ric Flair. He has a new record. WWE has a new record. See who's going to break it. That's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Tell me how excited you are for WrestleMania. I know I am. I think the whole world is. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's going to Las Vegas and watching this spectacular WrestleMania. It's a big one. And when they say big, it's not just a stage. It's a big WrestleMania. Anything could happen. We could see some TNA stars showing up. Joe Hendry could interrupt John Cena at WrestleMania. And we could see that match maybe at SummerSlam. Or TNA's big pay-per-view that's coming in October. Bound for Glory. I don't think they're going to wait that long. But it could happen at SummerSlam. It could happen anytime. People want to see Joe Hendry and John Cena go at it. We will see what happens. But that's all for today. Time is out. See you guys tomorrow for WrestleMania. I don't know if we're going to do WrestleMania on that night or are we just going to do it on Sunday morning, and then we do Sunday's WrestleMania on Monday morning, or Monday? Sometimes I don't do it morning, so Monday and Saturday. Let's just say that. That's all me today. Time is out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.